And for the next point, point number 27, he brings an ayah. Tahawiyyah rahimahullah brings an ayah. لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْبَصِيرُ. The ayah from Surah Ash-Shura, the famous ayah that we should all be aware of, and aware of how this ayah is an evidence. Ayah from Surah Ash-Shura, ayah 11. لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْبَصِيرُ. As for Allah, there is nothing like unto Him, and He is the all-hearing, the all-seeing. Shaykh Fawzan said, in explanation, this is a negation, a denial, a negation of tashbih. This is a negation of there being anything like Allah, the one free of all imperfections. And the kaf occurring in the ayah, ka, laysa ka mithlihi shay. Shaykh Fawzan said the kaf here is for emphasis, to emphasize the negation. Like as occurs in a different ayah, وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ عَلِيمًا, Surah An-Nisa, the 4th surah, ayah 70. وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ عَلِيمًا, meaning like the ba that occurs in the ayah, billahi. He's saying because in this ayah from Surah An-Nisa, in origin it would usually be said, وَكَفَى اللَّهُ عَلِيمًا, and Allah is sufficient as a knower. But here in the ayah it's brought وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ عَلِيمًا. So this extra ba is in the ayah for emphasis. He said this extra ba is brought here for emphasis. So he's saying likewise, the ayah that we have in the text here, لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. So that kaf there is for emphasis, to emphasize that there is nothing like unto Him, to stress upon that. Then he said, Shaykh Fawzan, and nothing whatsoever resembles Him, not the angels, and not the prophets, and not the messengers, and not the beloved servants of Allah, nor any created being. So that's the first part, what's indicated in the first part of the ayah, لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ. There is nothing like unto Him. There's nothing like Allah. As the Shaykh just said, no angel, no prophet, no messenger, no beloved servant, nor any created being whatsoever. وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْبَصِيرُ. The end of the ayah, وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْبَصِيرُ. And He is the all-hearing, the all-seeing. The Shaykh said, so He called Himself As-Sami', the all-hearing one, Al-Basir, the all-seeing one. So then he makes the point that we've had, but it can never be emphasized enough. He said, so the beginning of the ayah, when he says the beginning of the ayah, meaning, لَيْسَ كَمِثْلِهِ شَيْءٍ, there is nothing like Him. The Shaykh said, so the beginning of the ayah contains a refutation of the mushabbihah, those who liken Allah to the creation. And the end of it contains a refutation of the mu'attilah, those who deny Allah's attributes. Obviously the end of the ayah meaning, وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْبَصِيرُ, and He is the all-hearing, the all-seeing. That contains a refutation of those who deny attributes for Him. And it indicates, then he makes the third point, which we should also know very well. And it indicates that affirming His names and attributes does not necessitate resemblance to the created beings. So the hearing and seeing of the created beings does not resemble the hearing and seeing of Allah, the mighty and majestic. Of course, the Shaykh is stressing this point, this third point here, because as we know, those people who either outrightly deny or negate Allah's attributes, or some of them, or try and twist their meanings away, it's because of their misunderstanding that if we affirm attributes for Allah, that means you're likening Him to the creation. So the Shaykh is making the point here, as is clear from this ayah, because the ayah contains a denial of there being anything like Allah, and it contains affirmation of attributes for Him. So we understand from those 2 points gathered together that affirming Allah's attributes in no way means that we are likening Him to the creation.